Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore.
Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Wow, it has been a hot minute since I last posted on here. I think the last time I posted was actually, might have been January? That's a very long time ago. If you are new around here, my name is Caitlyn and I post videos every Sunday. It did used to be Friday, but I've now moved it to Sunday. So for today's video, I thought I would do a bit of a chatty get ready with me just to catch you up on everything that's been going on since I last posted, and just generally because I haven't made an effort with my appearance in the longest of times. Since I've just finished my degree, I've kind of just been living in no makeup days, joggers on, hair scraped back or up in a messy bun, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to show you guys, talk about some of the new products I've been loving and just show you how I do my makeup because I really miss doing it. And you know, because I'm feeling quite gross at the minute, I mean, I'm going to be real with you, I was very hesitant to film this today. I've got really bad wisdom tooth pain, so if I sound a bit lispy or if I'm talking really quiet, that is generally why. So I really hope you enjoyed this video and let's get straight into it. So I've got my big panda headband on, which is my favourite thing in the world, which one of my friends got me, and I literally love it. I use this every morning to put my makeup on and just keep my hair out my face. So the first step I like to do is my foundation, and I'm going to be using the number 7 Beautifully Matte Light Foundation, which is a light to medium coverage, and this is in the shade Cool Vanilla. And I'm also just going to be using a Real Techniques buffing brush. Honestly, I'm really sorry, I should have cleaned my makeup brushes for this video. I'm actually the biggest hot mess in the world, but yes, I'm just going to put some of this on the back of my hand and basically just apply it all over my face and blend it in. So the first question somebody actually asked, which was, what is your favourite fashion brands? Now, I feel like I'm quite confident now to say which ones are probably my favourite. So the first one is being Zara. I love Zara. However, I think it is very hit and missy. Sometimes you get some really nice stuff in there and sometimes you don't, so I'd definitely say Zara is one of my favourites. I actually just bought a dress from there recently and I literally love it. It's such a nice buttons up white sort of t-shirt floaty dress, and oh, it's chef's kiss, it is lovely. My second one would have to be Miss Pap. I don't actually own a lot of clothing from there, but I do really like the styles. I'm very minimalistic and neutral with what I wear. Like, I literally probably only wear probably like white, creams, beiges, blacks, grey, things like that. Like, I'm very minimalistic when it comes to fashion. And I would say I really like Primark. However, when I went in there recently, there was hardly any clothes that I could see that I liked, so maybe not so Primark at the minute. However, it is still one of my favourites. So a new favourite at the minute, which again is a very hit or missy store, is actually River Island. I've bought a few bits from there recently. However, it's like I said, it's very hit or missy. Now, I just think with River Island, they do really nice clothes, but their style of clothes is so extra and they look really cool on other people, but when it comes to me, they just don't look cool. I would definitely say it's very hit or missy in there, but you do actually get some really nice bits, and I've actually found that as I've got older. But one of my all-time favourites, and it still is to this day, is H&M. I love H&M. So the next step I like to do is concealer, and I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer. This is in the shade Light Sand, and I'm going to be using this with the beauty blender. Oh my god, that's actually so dirty, that's so gross. Oh, honestly, I'm the biggest hot mess you'll ever meet. Then I just like to go in with a beauty blender and just blend that out.
I push back the serious feeling, the ends on.
So once that's all blended out, I just like to go in with a bit of powder, and this is by Sleek Makeup, and this is the Face Foam Baking and Setting Powder, and this is in the shade Light, and I'm just using a little marble fluffy brush. My friend Tasha got me these for Christmas and they've actually been really good brushes. I just like obviously dab this in the places I get oily, so like on my chin, in like across my forehead, basically my T-zone really, and just like to apply this. I don't really bake. I'm honestly not a makeup expert whatsoever. To be honest, I don't really know how you bake, saying that me nearly at 21. I just have no idea how you do it whatsoever. So I don't really tend to do it. So the next step I like to do is contour and then do my brows. So I'm actually using 2 products to do contour. Again, not an expert in this whatsoever. It's probably going to look so patchy, but we roll with it. So I like to use this PS My Perfect Colour foundation and contour stick. This is from Primark and this is in the shade Toffee. I tend to actually use this when I put a bit of fake tan on, which I haven't at the minute. I'm really pale, but I actually saw when Jordan Lipscomb used to rave about this all the time, and I thought I'm gonna have to try it. I do have this in the shade Lighter Cool Sands, but it doesn't really give the same effect. It's very pale and it almost matches my foundation, so I don't really tend to use that one as much. But I just like to apply this to where I basically want to contour. And like I said before, probably not doing this right whatsoever. Oh my god, look at that dodgy line. Oh my god. Here's me thinking I could do makeup. Who even am I?
Can't shake the simplest feeling.
Again, I just like to take another beauty blender and just kind of dab this in and rub it in, and then I like to blend it in further using a contour brush.
I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope.
And then I just like to use a Real Techniques contour brush and my trusty Nip and Fab contour palette. As you can see, I've hit pan on the most shades I use, so I like to use this one in the bottom corner. This is in the shade Latte, I think. Yeah, I think it's in the shade Latte. Just like apply the tiniest bit and then kind of just go across the other areas that I'd apply the cream contour to, but just really blend it in. I don't use a lot from this palette at all, just because I don't want to be like, you know, but I'm gonna like try this and see how we get on.
Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't.
So that is my contour done. Like I said, I am not an expert whatsoever, but I just try to blend it in the best I can. So I'm actually going to go off camera and do my brows now, just because I can't really do them on camera and it's probably going to take me forever. So I will be back in a minute. So my brows are done. I just thought it's a little bit easier doing them off camera, just because it would probably take forever to do them on camera. Now the next step I'm going to do is blush. Now this is a step that I've kind of really experimented with, and I thought I would try liquid blush. Now any liquid products apart from really like foundation, so scary to me, especially blush, because I just think it could go on, it could look horrible, it could look really patchy, it could look really silly, I might look like a clown. I just thought I would try it and I actually really like it. Now this is the DWTN Paris blush. I'm not sure what shade this is in, but it is a very quite like a bright pink tone, so it's probably not really the right shade for me, but I'm gonna use it anyways. And I just like to put a little bit on the back of my hand and I like to like rub it in a bit on my finger and then kind of like really dab it on sort of this part of my cheek, like the apples of my cheeks. But I thought I would answer some more questions as well, because I realised I hadn't really answered any. So the next question someone actually asked as well is, how are you feeling about lockdown ending? And I thought this was a really good question because everyone has such mixed opinions on it. I'm probably not even applying it in the right area, so please no makeup artists come for me, because honestly I have no kind of clue what I'm doing, but I've kind of just been wearing it like this recently and you know, it's been alright, it's been fine. I definitely have mixed opinions on lockdown ending, not gonna lie. I've really enjoyed the idea of having a little bit more freedom in terms of we can sit in restaurants now, or you can go to a bar, or you know, there's so many other things that we can start doing. I felt very low at the beginning of this year and I've never really talked about it online. I have obviously with friends and family online and things like that, but I've never really addressed it on this channel because obviously I haven't really posted. I am very excited for things to open up, and I think when going back a few months ago I did feel quite anxious because I just still kind of had no idea what was going to happen, and because we've been in and out of lockdown so much in the UK that it felt like it was a never-ending thing. And I did say to my mum yesterday, everything is still quite unknown. I mean, it does feel like we are heading in a good direction, and I mean, more and more people's getting vaccinated. You know, both my grandparents have had their vaccine, my mum and dad's had their first one and they're getting their second one this week. So I definitely think we are heading in the right direction, but it's like I said, it's a lot of it's still very unknown because we don't really know what's happening still. But I definitely feel like coming out of this lockdown's probably been the most positive that I've probably felt, and I definitely think the weather's had an impact on this because here in the UK at the minute we've had some really nice weather, and I definitely think that brings the best out of people. You know, when it's nice, you can sit in the garden, or you know, you can meet up with friends in the park, or I don't know, I generally just think like it is going to get better, and fingers crossed that was the last lockdown. I know it probably is going to be a bit more stricter in terms of the winter time, but I generally just think at the minute you've just kind of got to get on with it, take each day as it comes. The next step I'm going to do is apply my eyeshadow. So the palette I have been loving at the minute is the Be Nude 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 by Beauty Bay. I got this for Christmas last year off one of my best friends, and the two shades that I have been, well, 3 shades actually, I have been loving at the minute is this one called Bare Necessity. For my base is just this kind of neutral shade here as a base across my eyes, and then for my crease I've actually been mixing 2 colours. So I've been mixing the shades Icon and Lumos, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Mistook you for a dream. The engine glows to get back the life I used to know.
Next step I like to do is apply a liquid metal eyeshadow on top, and I just use this on where I applied that neutral base colour, and it just adds kind of a little bit more of a shine to my eyes.
We're all in this, I stand alone.
You can tell straight away that's just lifted my eyes up completely, it's like popped them out. So the next step I like to do is apply an eyeliner. So I've actually just been using this palette to create my eyeliner. However, I do like to still have a little bit of black eyeliner kind of like on the rim of my eye. So I've been using the Lord and Berry black eyeliner at the moment. So I kind of just like to go along my waterline with this.
Be the last to know.
And then, like I said before, I like to use a brown eyeshadow. So I'm just actually going to mix the shades Tempting and Hot Cocoa and create a winged liner. And then I'm just going to curl my lashes with this gold eyelash curler. And I'm going to be using this mascara today, and this is the Thick and Fast High Definition Mascara from Soap & Glory. I literally love this. I feel like it's so underrated. Me and my friend Grace at uni talked about this I think last year. And another question that somebody asked was, how does it feel to be a graduate? It actually feels amazing. Like I said at the beginning of my video, I've just finished my degree, and if you don't know, I studied fashion journalism. It literally feels amazing. Like, I think because I worked so hard this past year. Well, I worked hard all the time at uni, but I feel like this past year I've really just worked my arse off, and it was just amazing seeing my final project finished. If you want me to do a follow-up video on kind of like my final university experience and kind of talk you through what my final year was like, obviously through COVID, and obviously creating my final project, because I made an 100-page A4 glossy magazine all about Christmas in fashion and beauty relating to Christmas, I can do a video on that if you want to see it, and I can show you the pages and things like that. Yes, it feels amazing to be a graduate, to say the least. I didn't actually realise my camera had just cut out, so the only steps that I kind of really missed was I just applied the same Lord & Berry black eyeliner on the bottom of my eye and just a little bit of mascara, and I'm going to quickly go in with some highlighter. This is the Laura Geller New York highlighter in the shade Gilded Honey. This is in the shade Gilded Honey, and can we just take a minute, like, oh my god, my friend Rachel got me this for Christmas and it's just beautiful. I've been wearing it every single day, and I'm just gonna apply to my Cupid's bow. You guys see that pop already? Wow. A little bit to my nose. and down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my brow bone, and then a little bit in the inner corner of my eye. And then I'm going to quickly go in with an e.l.f. fan brush and quickly apply this to my cheeks as well. God, can you see that highlight pop already? Wow, she is a beauty. And then I'm going to finally go in with lips. Now I'm using my trusty Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick by L'Oreal. This is in the shade Sweet Tooth. I'm going to apply that, and then on top I'm going to apply the Laura Geller New York Colour Luster Lip Gloss in the shade Gilded Honey as well. This just adds a really nice glossy lip.
Should be the last to know we're all in this. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest.
So I just want to answer the final question before I go off camera and quickly do my hair and show you guys the final result. So someone asked, what is your sort of plans with life? So like job, moving, and I love your content, by the way, and thank you so much. I really appreciate that, and that is so sweet. So yeah, since like I said I finished my degree now, I kind of have no really plans on moving anytime soon. I mean, I don't like in terms of moving, I mean, I want to stay in Newcastle for a little bit, maybe even for another year or so. I always openly talk about and say I don't want to live in Newcastle forever. I always believe you should move out of your hometown at some point in your life, but I generally just think that at the minute I'm very content with terms of saving my money as well. So I am very much, you know, just seeing where things go. I mean, if a job comes up and I have to move, then that'll kind of see what happens and kind of let it be. But I am going to stay in Newcastle for the meantime. In terms of jobs, I have had potential ones maybe in the works. I'm not going to say what yet until obviously I get a confirmation, but my dream is to, obviously it sounds really cliche, but my full-time goal is to work for myself, kind of be like my own boss. I think probably everybody kind of wants that in life, but I just love kind of creating content and kind of making people feel positive, and I really am I want that goal, I want that dream in life, but I am just gonna have to try work for it, and that's all it is really. It's kind of just seeing where things go, and yeah, so pretty much I'm just kind of seeing where life takes me at the minute, and I'm open to any opportunities that come my way. But yes, I'm actually going to go off camera now and glow up a bit even more and do my hair and just feel really good. So I will be right back. So that is the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and comment down below what videos you would like to see in the next up and coming weeks. Obviously I have got lots planned, so I might obviously vlog some of that for you. But yeah, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button as well so you can be notified every time I upload a video. And yes, I will see you next Sunday with a brand new video.